Hey, what is up guys? This is Mo. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be comparing three of the best wireless mice on the market right now. We have the Logitech G Pro Superlight, we have the Razer Viper Ultimate, and the Razer Orochi V2. Hopefully it'll help you decide which one is best for you, and I'll also let you know which one I like the most for gaming and productivity. I'll drop an Amazon link for all three mice in the description if you want to check them out after this video. So first off, let's look at pricing. The Superlight comes in at 150 MSRP. Now this is a brand new mouse, so I really haven't seen any discounts on it so far. The Razer Viper Ultimate comes in at 130 MSRP, but because it is a bit older than the Superlight, it has seen a few discounts come up so far, most recently a really great price of $99. And finally, we have the Orochi V2, which is $69. Now this is obviously the cheapest of the bunch, and right off the bat, the Orochi V2 has the best price to performance ratio here. So if that's what you're looking for, then the Orochi is probably the one for you. But if you want to look at a bit more factors than price, and you want to factor in some features, then stick around for this comparison. So the winner for the price is obviously the Orochi V2, but there's more than meets the eye here. Alright, so the next category we'll be talking about is build quality, starting off with the Logitech G Superlight. Now the Superlight is a very well built mouse. It's very premium. I really like the soft coating on top. It's my favorite out of these three mice, but it is a fingerprint magnet, which isn't the case with the other two mice here, so you probably have to wipe it down every now and then. There's absolutely no creaking on the mouse, although it is the lightest mouse out of this bunch. Now, next up, let's talk about the Razer Viper Ultimate. This is also built really well. Honestly, built like a tank. I put this mouse through so much abuse over the last year, but it doesn't really show on it, and the functionality has stayed the same over the last year as well. This one is a bit more matte colored. You're not going to see that shine, and it's not going to attract as many fingerprints as the Superlight, but it also has a grainy texture, unlike the smooth texture on the Superlight coating. But overall, very nice build quality, and it also has rubberized side grips, which we also don't see on the Superlight. Next up, we have the Orochi V2. Which out of this bunch, obviously this is the cheapest mouse, but that doesn't show in the build quality. The build quality is really nice. This is a solid mouse. There's no creaking anywhere on the mouse, but I'm going to take a few marks off because it does have a removable cover. So these are built a bit better, I guess, because they don't have anything removable. But honestly, for the price, this is really awesome build quality, and Razer does really show up with this one. It's built almost the same as the Viper Ultimate. But my winner out of these three for build quality is going to be the Superlight. I just really like the coating. I like how solid it is, and it is the lightest out of the bunch. So the fact that they've achieved this build quality with this weight just puts it at the top here, no doubt in my mind. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to smash the like button, as well as subscribe to the channel with notifications on if you want to find more of my content, as well as support the channel. Now let's get back to comparing these three awesome mice. Now the next category we'll be comparing is shape and size. The Superlight and the Viper Ultimate both have medium sizes, so they're going to be great for people with medium to slightly larger hands, while the Orochi V2 is smaller in both length and width, so it's great for on-the-go use as well for people with smaller hands. Now the Superlight has a very safe shape. They've been using it ever since the G Pro, and it fits most hand sizes as well as your preferred grip type, but I think it works best with claw or palm grip. The Viper Ultimate is also a very safe shape, but it's lower in the middle than the Superlight. So if you like to palm your mouse, the Superlight is going to fill your hand a bit better. So this I think is the best with claw grip. And the Orochi V2 is a bit X-shaped, so it's shaped a bit differently than the other two mice here. But it works well with palm as well as claw, but it works best with fingertip grip. I think this is the best mouse for fingertip use of any mouse out there on the market. So if you like the fingertip grip, then the Orochi V2 is for you. But in terms of shape overall, I'd say the Superlight wins again here. I think it's very safe. It works for most people, and it's an easy recommendation really for any hand size or any grip you like to use. Alright, the next category we'll be comparing, and this is an important one, which is the weight. The Superlight clocks in at 59 grams. It is incredibly light with absolutely perfect weight balancing. So anywhere you pick up the mouse, it's going to feel like it weighs the exact same. Next up is the Viper Ultimate, which clocks in at 73 grams. It also has excellent weight balancing, but I do feel like the middle feels a bit heavier than the rest of the mouse. The Orochi clocks in at 72 grams if you use the battery provided in the box, but you can take it down to 65 grams with a AAA battery. But it does feel a bit more dense in the middle than the other two mice, maybe just because of the size and how I hold the mouse. So obviously, just off of pure numbers, the Superlight is the winner of the weight category. Alright, our next category is going to be switches. Starting off with the Superlight again here. The Superlight uses arm-mount switches. These are mechanical switches, but they are an improved version of last year's G Pro mouse, because that mouse was notorious for developing double-clicking. But I've owned this mouse for about 5 months now, and there's no double clicking whatsoever, so I'm happy with that. The clicks feel really nice and snappy. I think these are an easy recommendation, and most people are going to enjoy these a lot. Now, next up, let's talk about the Viper Ultimate. This uses Razer's optical switches. These are really nice. They last longer. They're also faster in actuation and more accurate in actuation than regular mechanical switches. But I do have the first generation of these here. I wish I had the second upgraded generation, which they came out with a few months later, because it does feel a lot closer to a mechanical switch, but these are really nice no matter what, and I've used this mouse for over a year, and I really enjoyed the clicks so far. Now, the Orochi V2 uses Razer's second generation mechanical switches, which are an upgraded version of Kelly's 4.0s. These are really nice, they're very quick and snappy, and they feel really rewarding. Actually, I'd give the best switch out of these three mice to the Orochi V2. I didn't think that was going to happen with the Superlight being here, but I just overall really enjoyed the switches on this mouse. I think they're the best out of the three here. Alright, our next category is going to be the sensors, and in this category, there's really no winner. All these three mice have excellent gaming sensors. The Superlight has the Logitech's 25K sensor, which is really great for tracking. I have noticed any issues while playing FPS games. The Viper Ultimate has Razer's 20K optical sensor, which is also fantastic, and you can calibrate it in the Synapse software to whatever mousepad you're using. The Orochi V2 has an 18K sensor, which again, I was really surprised by the sensor being put in this mouse. A mouse at this price with this kind of sensor is just bonkers. It competes with these two mice for sure. And between these three mice, I won't pick a winner for sensor. All of these are great for tracking, and they're going to be great for any game you're going to be playing. Alright, so since all these mice are wireless, they have a battery powering them. So the next category is battery life. Now, the Superlight and the Viper Ultimate both have internal batteries that charge through the micro USB cable, while the Orochi V2 works with an external battery, so you're going to need a AA or a AAA battery. This works with just one of them. So if you want to decrease the weight of the mouse, you can use a AAA battery, but the one included in the box is this AA lithium battery. Now, this is a hotly debated subject, but in my opinion, having an internal battery is better than the AA or AAA option, just because I don't want to be going out every 2 to 3 months replacing this battery. Each one of these batteries costs $10. So I think over the long run, I'm going to end up spending more to keep this mouse than to buy a Superlight or a Viper Ultimate. Now, the Superlight is super efficient with its battery. Now, because it has no RGB lighting, I probably charge this mouse maybe once every 2 to 3 months. So I really never notice any issues with the battery. It's super impressive to have this mouse. Very convenient. The Viper Ultimate has the worst battery than the Superlight, but that's probably because it has the RGB lighting. So if you have this on, it's probably going to last a week without a charge. But it does come with a charging dock, so whenever you're done playing, you can just put it on the charging dock, and that way, whenever you come back to your desk, it's always fully charged. So again, here is a super easy fix with this mouse. Finally, the Orochi V2 is rated at 400 hours of use, but you can only achieve that number with the lithium battery that is included in the box or that you can buy. If you use a regular alkaline battery, it's going to give you around 250 hours of battery life, which is significantly less than the advertised number. So I think overall, just looking at the numbers here, the Superlight is the definite winner of this category for me. You don't have to charge this mouse much, and the battery life is just excellent. So for me, Superlight is the winner for battery life. Alright, so our next category is going to be the features, and the Viper Ultimate here is the easy winner for me. The Viper Ultimate is packed with features, starting off with support for both left and right-handed users, because it has buttons on both sides. So if you're a left-handed user, then the Viper Ultimate is an excellent option for you. It also comes bundled with a convenient charging dock that basically gives you wireless charging right out of the box for this mouse. So it gives you also a great place to keep the mouse and display it on your desk when you're not using it. And it also has RGB lighting, which both of these mice don't have. And it also supports both wired and wireless use. So the most versatile and adaptable mouse here with the most features is going to be the Viper Ultimate. Alright, now next up, let's talk about performance and what I think of using them day in, day out. The Superlight is a fantastic mouse for gaming, and it's my favorite out of these three for gaming use. The weight is incredibly light and it's perfectly balanced. The PTFE feet are large and they glide very smoothly, and the shape fits my hand perfectly. Flicking and fast reactions feel awesome with the Superlight, but for productivity, the Superlight is nothing special, but it gets the job done. So overall, I'd say this is the best gaming mouse here. The Viper Ultimate is the most versatile mouse here, and it's excellent for both work and gaming. The feet are a step below the Superlight because they are smaller, but I've used this mouse for over a year and it has never let me down. It's light, it's accurate, and it's going to be great for most people, especially if you can pick it up for those awesome discounts. Now the Orochi is an excellent mouse at gaming and work, and it's the most portable mouse here with its small size. It's the perfect laptop companion, and it has awesome PTFE feet, which I think also beat out the Viper Ultimate here. It's fantastic for all kinds of games, and it's really nice for fast maneuvers and flicks. So overall here, I have to give it to the Superlight as a gaming mouse because right now, in my opinion, it can't be beat by any mouse on the market. But for the most adaptable kind of work and gaming mouse at the same time, I'd give it to the Viper Ultimate. So I'm going to give you my conclusion on these mice here, guys, and I'll tell you my favorite mouse and why I recommend each mouse and who I'd recommend it to. Now, my favorite out of these three, as you would have guessed at this point, is going to be the Superlight. It's my main mouse right now, and I enjoy using it every day. It fits all my needs, and it has the best weight and performance that I've ever used. Because I have slightly larger hands, the size and shape are perfect for me, and because I use claw grip, this is the perfect mouse for me. So if you want the lightest weight, the most premium build, and the best gaming performance, and you have medium to large hands and use palm or claw grip, then my pick is the Superlight. The only downside to this mouse is the steep price tag. 150 MSRP is the most expensive here, and because it's so new, it doesn't see much of a discount. Now, next up is the Viper Ultimate. This is the most adaptable mouse here. Again, this is super versatile. It's good at everything. It looks the best out of here in my opinion, and it has the most features including an awesome charging dock and vibrant lighting. So this is an excellent option if you have medium or larger hands, and you use palm or claw, and you want the most features for the best price. Because this mouse has been out for a while, you're going to see a lot of discounts, and you're just going to keep an eye out for discounts like that. Like a couple of weeks ago, it went for $99, which I think is a steal for this mouse. And finally, the Orochi. I don't want to be too harsh on this mouse. I think this is an excellent mouse, and it's really impressive. It actually really shocked me when I first started testing this mouse. And to get this at $69, a mouse of this caliber is just unheard of, really. Last year, we were paying $200 for these mice. So I definitely really like the Orochi. If you have smaller hands and if you use fingertip grip, this is the best mouse you can buy. And if you want the lowest price right off the bat, not considering the battery cost, this is going to be the best mouse for you. So yeah, overall, I'd give it to the Superlight, then the Viper Ultimate, and last, the Orochi. Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this comparison between these three mice, and I hope this video helps you make a decision between what I think is the best wireless mice on the market right now. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to smash the like button, and if you want to see more of my content, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications on in order to keep up with the uploads and support the channel. Have an awesome day, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.